Okay, I'm back. It's 11:54 a.m. and I have some time left, a little bit of time left. I had to go downstairs and take a bathroom break and wasn't sure how long I was going to be. So, I'm back and going to do probably another try to keep this under 10 minutes cuz I have to go soon. So, to continue on with the topic of adult bullying, I'm glad I have more to say and more to talk about because I wasn't finished. And right after I did the previous video, I had thought about I'm not done. I need to do a part two. Otherwise, this would have been one longer video. So to continue, um, like in my personal experience, I've talked about being abused in foster care and put in a cult, and the foster mom being an abusive narcissist, and I tried whatever I could to undo the programming, and the foster mom ran her own household like her own cult. She was her own cult leader of her own household, aside from the religious cult that I grew up in. And so I've talked about how she would, well, not on TikTok, but on YouTube and elsewhere, I've talked about how she would basically curse my life, you know, telling me, always abusing me and putting me down. And I believe that she put me in a gang stalking program, and I didn't even realize she had that much power and those kinds of connections to do something like that to me, you know. And so the fact that she would always abuse and bully me, and she would bully, harass, and lecture me about being childish and immature. And when I was a teenager, I used to want to drive a car. I used to want to drive and be independent, have my own place. I dreamed of getting married and having kids as an adult and being a doctor and living in my career field. I had no idea that this would be the life I'd be forced to live. But you know, my original dream was, like, when you're a kid, you think of all kinds of stuff. Like, I originally wanted to be a teacher when I was no, I wanted to be a bus driver at first. But then I wanted to be a teacher, and then I wanted to be a police officer. But then when I saw what happened to the foster dad Al, I lost respect for cops, and I felt like, I know I don't want to be no police officer. But then I wanted to be a doctor, and then things weren't working out. So then I figured I wanted to be like a successful translator, a Spanish to English translator and interpreter. And that didn't work out because of me being blacklisted from society and a targeted individual. And so the foster mom, I was a teen, and she used to bully, harass, and lecture me, telling me I don't have the mentality, the sense, or the business to drive a car. I graduated from high school with honors, and I just barely made it out of college, and I have a bachelor's degree, and I successfully made it out of college, but almost didn't get to make it. But I don't get how, like, in person and online, the bullies that you have to deal with, they call you childish, they call you negative, and say that you're full of negativity, or that you pretty much mess up their energy or whatever. That fake new age energy talk. That you're too negative, energy draining, and complain too much. And you just hurt from abuse from every angle of abuse and bullying from every angle of society, and looking for emotional support, and only turn around to be bullied. They use it against people in society. They use it against you and bully and hurt you even more. And so the fact that you haven't been able to get over trauma and abuse, they figure you're the problem, and that they say cults and narcissistic abuse rewire the brain, with the brain mind control and everything. And so like, how is it that abusive bullies tell you that, I mean, if they do, like, if you're 65 years old and you, or 85 years old, and you do childish stuff like what a 5th grade bully would do, but then you tell me that I'm immature and childish and need to grow up, and any adult like thing that I try to do, you stop it, and then you shun me and condemn me for not being adult enough. But you, at every turn, I try to make an adult or independent decision, and you stop it, or you shun me for trying, so you know so I mean, I just don't get it. How, I mean, if they have, like, why the hell would they have, like, people online from on the internet, random strangers, to cyber stalk everything you do online, everything you say online, and they bleed it into your real life, like getting you, if you're homeless on the streets and you're targeted and you exposing your gang stalking, and they're getting you wrongfully banned from restaurants, hotels, libraries, or try to get you banned from if try to get you banned from grocery stores, church, schools, anywhere, and then, and it's like they comment on your every move, everything you do and everything you say. They comment, and they're so super judgmental. They're super judgmental. And it's like, if they got other people who might do the same thing I'm doing, but why you not going to harass them? You're okay with them doing it. It's okay for another person to be fat, but you picking on me and stalking me and thumbs down all my YouTube videos, and try to get any and every account of any and every social media. You falsely report everything and try to get it taken down, and I appeal it, and then, especially on YouTube, if I appeal it, then they reject my appeals and everything. In any other social media, like Facebook, and or so so I mean, it's like, also, how, if everybody's going to church to serve the Lord, why is there singling out, mobbing, favoritism, and bullying? Even at church, when y'all supposed to be Christians and serving the Lord, can't even comprehend that. And they choose respecter of persons, but at the same time try to play God. Can't even go to homeless shelters. They mob you out they take all your money first and then throw you out the shelter. Come on, man. So it's very difficult to comprehend, like, how and why people do the things that they do. And I was trying to get at in the previous video that most people do not stand up for what's right. They do whatever evil that they can get away with, or that they'll get rewarded for. See, this is a perp trying to distract. A perp trying to distract the devil. So I gotta go.